Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Carl Mingers. This is Aaron Burns. We are WRME live from Mustang, Oklahoma. Weikert Realtors Main Edge. Yes. Hey, how you like our new yellow ink pens? Yes, got the Weikert Realtors right there. Aren't those special? Yeah, turn it around. Put it up there close. It's special.
And it's backwards, we know. But come get one.
Yeah, stop by the office. We'll give you one or two.
Now remember, we are under construction, so...
That's right. Yeah, and our crews are showing up outside right now.
Okay, so I was on streaming Instagram the other day and posted some stuff. One of the other Weikert locations has yellow hard hats.
Has yellow hard hats?
The little like kid plastic ones, but they were awesome. We need them around here.
Hey, we could do that. We could do that. That's for sure.
Our logo on it, under construction.
We're up to what, episode 123?
Yes.
Man, we've been doing this, what, better than 2 years then, huh?
I know.
It's crazy. We try to bring you guys some decent information. Real estate is, it is hopping around here. And all these people talking about, recession coming. Don't believe the news, okay? Especially around here. We got like 1,200 houses under construction, between 1,200 and 1,300 in this area.
And we actually had a lender stop by yesterday, and we talked to them for a little bit about it.
Yeah, we got the new Fed rates are been dropped again. Okay, that's the third time this year. Historic low rates. Okay, it's just amazing the opportunity. If you're wanting to buy a house, you can buy a ton of house right now for incredibly decent payment. Okay, and that's a big deal. It really is. Okay, I see somebody joined us, but it's not showing up on my deal.
We have one comment.
Me and this dadgum thing. Technology still astounds me.
Good morning, Sandy, Judy, Christine.
And Aaron.
Yeah, I'm watching too.
Yeah, that was Dan Pereira came by yesterday. He's one of our lenders. We have quite a few lenders that we deal with all the time. It's amazing what all they do to help us out in this industry. When it comes to loans and loan numbers and payments, I'm not going to tell you what that is. I am not a mortgage broker, okay? We get you with the lender that knows what's going on, knows how to deal with whatever situations might be in your life, and let them take care of that. Now, they communicate closely with us to make sure we're all on the same page.
And most of our lenders we deal with, most of the time we can call them and say, hey, I heard this. Can you fill me in? Because we don't always know. So if somebody comes to us and says, so I heard, is this true?
Well, hang on, we'll find out.
Yeah,
right.
Which is nice.
Yeah, we don't pretend to be mortgage brokers, and we don't pretend to be lawyers. So,
exactly.
We're going to make sure.
And I'm not a home inspector, and I'm not a roofer, and I'm not a plumber or an electrician.
Right.
None of the above.
Now, we had a little issue this past week with some home inspector stuff. Not our home inspectors or anything. But we sold a home, and they wanted us to pay for the re-inspection. I'm like, just your inspector should go back out and re-inspect for free to make sure the stuff is done right. And they're like, oh no, we want you to pay $250 to go do it again. And I'm like, our inspectors go out and do that for free. They know they want our business. They're going to go do that because it's just re-inspection. They're not going and inspecting the house again. If your inspector isn't doing that, you need to pick another inspector.
And sometimes it's $50 maybe because of the drive.
The most I've ever paid is $50, and I'm glad to pay it. But most of the time they just go up because it's a run by, it's a drop by for them, and that just ensures them to get the next deal from us.
Yes.
Okay.
Run by
or next recommendation anyway.
Yes, they did fix that for you. You're good.
Right. So, trust your realtors for one thing. You got to. Work with the realtor that you know and like and trust, because there's I was going to say 1,000 of us out there, but there's like 8,000 of us out there in our market.
Multiply that a few times.
Oh yeah, it's you can't swing a dead cat without hitting a realtor. Everybody's either aunt or uncle or second cousin on the third side is a realtor. Okay, but that doesn't mean they're in the business for real or that they know what they're talking about.
Right.
I'm not belittling anybody. It just a lot of realtors are not getting the proper training they need out there. We're adamant about training and the proper business tools for a realtor to grow their business. That's one of the things we do.
It's no different than any licensed industry.
Mm-hmm.
You want your person doing the job for you to have the proper training, continuing education, and knowledge to do the job right.
And it's not just the continuing ed that's required. Like insurance people, they have to have continuing ed. Real estate people, they have to have continuing ed. I believe even mortgage brokers have to have continuing education to maintain their license. We go above and beyond what is required by law. Mm-hmm. We want every one of our agents to be fully vetted on the contracts, the rules, what affects this and that. One of the big things I see in our industry there's a big issue with is the cost sheet, the buyer sheet, where like a buyer needs to know what it's really going to cost them. The seller needs to know how much they're going to net.
Yes.
And I like to make sure our numbers are as close to actual reality as possible. And I see some of them out there that are just, they're pathetic.
And like
it's
I
scary.
always tell my people, it's an estimate, but I hope I'm dang close because I
Well, my
can't give
goal-
you the exact.
My goal is to be within $100 plus or minus of their end deal. That's what, and I try to keep it as close as that because, there are variables that are out of our control. Mm-hmm. But if we can get it pretty close, the clients are happy.
I like it when you're a little bit over on those closing.
Yeah, they
estimated
get a little
costs.
extra money
They're
back
like,
or whatever.
Yes, and I'm like, sweet.
Yeah, exactly. Err on the side
Of caution. Yes, I
Exactly.
like to do that with closing costs just because I'd like them to be saving money than have to come back and go, oh, it's $500 more than we expected. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you can't help it because there's.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, $500 is nothing.
It's
but
not.
there's sometimes $500 is a make or break deal for
Yes.
people. And while it can be frustrating, we have to be very conscious of that. So we're really accurate with that.
And going over those numbers helps you be able to work with your client better. So you have a seller and you go over the numbers and they're like, okay, I cannot pay anybody's closing costs. I can pay my own and that's
Right.
it. That helps you better negotiate and help them
Well,
negotiate.
that helps that we know whether an offer is going to
Yes.
work or not. Even though we have to present all offers, we run our net sheets and all that other stuff.
So if I get an offer in and it's asking for all closing, I can go ahead and let the realtor know, hey,
Yeah.
with the blessing,
Our seller can't do that.
so we're going to counter or it's going to, we got to work something out.
And that's back to what I always preach about is I love working with agents on the other side that know what they're doing.
Yes.
And are not adversarial. We're all in this business together, even though each one of us has an individual business. We're in this business together, and we have to work together for an end goal, for a buyer to be happy, a seller to be happy, everybody to leave the closing table feeling warm and fuzzy. If it's other than that, we did not
Yes.
fully succeed with our client.
And it's the same with your buyers. Sometimes some need all closings paid. They have their down payment, they have all the inspections, but they can't do closing.
Right.
Sometimes they have enough for everything, but hey, can I get a little something? So you just need that communication and knowing the numbers makes a huge difference.
Right, it does. Man, I tell you what, I guess we probably ought to start wrapping this up. It's a beautiful bluebird day out there. It's a little chilly, but get outside and enjoy it. It's an awesome day. It's in Oklahoma. It's not that many times we get this clear of a day with no wind. I mean, it is so still out there this morning. It's awesome. Go out and enjoy your day. We're Weichert Realtors Main Edge, where we do real life real estate every day. Come see us.